what's up guys? We're finally back out here. We've had a ton of rain, haven't been able to make any videos, but today we got some good sunshine out and we got what you guys been asking for. Single piece alloys against the 2020 Louisville Meta. So this is what we're going to be doing today. We got the 2020 Demarini Voodoo 1 and the 2020 Louisville Solo. We're going to put this up against the Meta and we're going to see what comes out on top today. All right guys, before we get going, I got a little something extra, okay? For all those guys out there that got that low budget, want to get something that's going to keep up with these big bats, supposedly I got it right here. We're going to test this out to see. It's going to be coming out in my next video, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit those likes, give us those comments, and we're going to get this information out to you guys. All right, so we'll go ahead and do a couple with the Meta just to get a good baseline. All right, up next we got the 2020 Voodoo 1. Cool. All right, up next we have the 2020 Louisville Solo. Oh, rolled over. Hey, what's up guys? Just finished the alloy single piece versus Meta testing. Just got back in the house, put all the data together, threw it on this little simple spreadsheet, and this is what we got right here. This time I did have the pricing of the bat because that's actually pretty important. So Meta, cheapest price I could find it right now for on eBay is $485. Voodoo's $250 and Solo is $300. So all those prices are from eBay, but just kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at right here. As you can see right here, this is the average exit velocity for the Meta, and which is down considerably from what it is normally at. And I think that has to do with it's just getting colder. So this today was probably in the high 60s. So I think with the composite material, I think it just affects it a little bit differently. I mean, if you come down here to live pitching, this is pretty much on par with what it's been doing. So off the tee, I mean, you could see it was down quite a bit. However, you get over to the Voodoo and the Solo, they're both 86.4 and 86. Those have been pretty much the highs since we started trying out these alloy bats, and um, so far we're liking what we see. So you get into the live pitching exit Valido exit velocity. You got 87.4 for the Meta. You got 88.4 for the Voodoo and 87.5 for the Solo. So I mean, as you can see, these bats they're all very comparable. However, for my son, the Voodoo right now is working really well for him. You can see it had the highest average exit velocity off the live pitching. So you know it's I mean it's only a mile an hour more, but for him that bat fits him very well. He hit, I want to say he reached at least 90 plus, probably 5 or 6 times. Where with the Meta and the Solo, he only hit it maybe 2 or 3 times. So he's just really consistent with this bat. I definitely think the Meta has a bigger sweet spot. I really don't doubt that at all. The Voodoo is actually quite similar to what I would think is the sweet spot of a wood bat. And that's actually kind of what I like about it, because the longer he can swing this, it just makes his transition to going into wood a whole lot easier. So that's kind of the bat that he's favoring right now. On the other side of it, the Solo, I mean, you can't doubt those numbers. I mean, they're all right up there with the best bats. So for him, he did like the Solo. However, he still favored the Voodoo, um, and he still likes the Meta. He likes both of those. I think it's just a feel of it, really, kind of like the Quattro. My son didn't really like the feel of the Quattro. The numbers were there. He just didn't like the feel of it, and that's kind of how the Solo is too. And you know what I think it is too is I think that Solo, it feels a little bit more inloaded than kind of what we're used to, and I think that's why he likes that Voodoo, because it's a little bit more balanced, and I think that's just what he likes right now. So as of right now, looking at these numbers, really I think the BBCOR standard in itself has been set, you know, at such a low, I guess, limit for what you can have your BBCOR bats are, that pretty much everything is really can be in the competition depending on what you want to swing and what you'd like the feel of. But for my kid right now, I think he's liking the single piece alloy. Um, you know, I mean, it's almost half the price of the Meta. I mean, it's really hard to justify, to be honest with you. So it'd be interesting to see too once my kid goes out and gets to see live pitching, gets to go out on the field, because our fields they're so wet right now that they're not even hitting on the fields, they're only in the cage. So uh, you know, with the Meta, he was able to hit them out of his park, and then their field's like 330 down the line, 400 to center, and he's hit quite a few out with the Meta. So it'll be interesting to see when he gets the Voodoo and goes and hits on the field, and see how that works out for him, because that's how he's going to judge it anyway. So what I got coming up, I got a bat that would be for somebody that has a little bit lower of a budget, even far less than the Voodoo, half the price of the Voodoo, in fact. And from all the information that I have from on this bat, is it's supposed to be just as good as these bats. So I got that coming out. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and watch out for my next video to come. Thanks.